DB World from BGG News, and I'm here with Aaron and Casey from Black Locust Games at BGG.CON 2015, and they're going to show us an upcoming game that they have called the Opulent.
Yep, which is not out yet. It's going to be out on Kickstarter January 12th. The Opulent is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game that takes place during the 1920s, Prohibition. And the 4 players are basically running and operating a speakeasy during the 1920s. What makes the game a little bit unique is all 4 of the players are doing something completely different, and they have a completely different mechanic. The doorman is basically trying to get people into the club. The band is playing these different instrument cards which have corresponding musical notes on them. And they're basically playing notes to play music to get people to move off of the dance floor. The bartender is using resources and risk management to prepare drinks for the different patrons. And the club manager is kind of like a jack of all trades. The club manager can help out at the door, can request a different song to be played at the bar, help out at the band, help out at the bar by restocking one of the stations or helping to fix a drink. And then they also draw an event card and resolve the event card. The game has 10 scenarios, which takes place from 1920 to 1929. In each scenario, there is a cost of doing business. The little coins that you see stacked on all of the patron cards, those are wooden nickels, and it's basically the unit of currency in the 1920s. What the players are trying to do is make enough money at the end of the scenario to stay in business, so they can move to the next scenario, which would be 1921. Every time the players do something wrong, like let's just say the doorman decided to let this person in the club before these 2 people. Well, these 2 people got skipped, so they would lose a coin off their card for being skipped. So when a station does something wrong or doesn't serve a patron correctly or whatever, they lose coins off their card, and if they lose all the coins off their card, they leave the club. So they have that, and then also in the event deck there is a chance that the club can be raided by federal prohibition agents. If they're raided, all of the alcohol gets destroyed, all of the money gets confiscated, and all of the patrons in the club get arrested. And so they basically kind of have to start over with whatever patrons are remaining in the patron deck to make the money needed. To aid the players, they can purchase structural upgrade cards during the game to basically tweak their club. And they can also hire special staff members to help them out, like a cigarette girl, a chanteuse, a cocktail waitress, and we have some other ones in the game. And that's a kind of high-end overview of what the game's about and how it works, and it'll be on Kickstarter January 12th.
Awesome. So it's clearly a cooperative game.
Yes, cooperative.
Yep. And how long does it take to play?
It varies on which scenario you're playing. The introductory scenarios, which are like the first 3, take about 30 minutes to play. It's just to get you introduced to the mechanics and how it works. Once you move into the later scenarios, there's more patrons in the deck, then you could be looking at 45 to 90 minutes.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for the overview.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you stopping by.